as we came with God, and we will go with him consciously if we attain true prosperity here on earth. We have earned that friendship by God contact, regular meditation, following the techniques of self-realization. There you have the ways and the means to attain God contact through its different techniques, its meditations. Having that God contact, then you have earned a friendship with God. Having him, you have true prosperity. And so, in conclusion, remember that in success or failure, in opulence or want, in any condition, whether you have no place to lay your head even, as Jesus said, even if you have not a friend in the world, but you have that friendship and that contact with God, our one common Father, if you have that, you have, without question of a doubt, true prosperity. And in closing, I always like to read an excerpt from one of the Master's letters, which goes so appropriately with this subject of true prosperity. He wrote this quite many years ago as follows: financial freedom. We all think if we could have that $1 million, how wonderful it would be. But he says, financial freedom can bring spiritual freedom only to those who are constantly trying to be spiritually free. In other words, to attain true prosperity by being in God's contact all the time, in contact with his love, his light. So he says, only to those who are constantly trying to be spiritually free can true freedom come. And then to do that, we must be constantly on the watch. Otherwise, financial freedom is the cause of bondage, harbinger of all false happiness and sense pleasures. So you see, unless, as I said, that money is used for service, especially to yourself first, to save your own soul and attain true prosperity, there are many dangers. And it's almost impossible for one to attain true prosperity if they are attached to worldly freedom. And so the Master concludes with these words: besides financial freedom, many other freedoms have to be sought, have to be attained. God contact has to be earned. Many other freedoms have to be sought. Freedom from disease, freedom from accidents, freedom from misfortunes, separations, and lastly, death. Freedom from death. If you have true prosperity, you'll be free from death because you are one with the presence of God within you. Those freedoms have to be known. Then you have true prosperity. Finally, you have to work fast. Of course, financial freedom plays an important part, but spiritual freedom plays the most important part. For you are free when even in a cage, stone walls, disease do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. Minds innocent, God protected. Take that for a hermitage. Take that for a heaven, a hermitage. And so you see, in those few words, the Master summed up true freedom. True freedom means, first, God contact. Having him, having earned that, you have friendship with the Master of the universe, who, having made all things, can give you all things.
In order to profit from these practical teachings in a meaningful way, which will have a definite and tangible impact in your life, we suggest that you subscribe to the Self-Realization Fellowship's home study course on the science of yoga. Please visit the SRF on the web at yogananda-srf.org or call the SRF's Mother Center in Los Angeles, California at 323-225-2471.